everybody, this is Ayushman and welcome back to my channel Keep Learning Initiative. So what are we going to discuss today? Today we are going to take a look at 10 interesting ways to replace goodbye from our conversations. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first way that we can use to replace goodbye is cheerio. So what is the meaning of cheerio? Well, don't you think this word is self-explanatory? Well, I mean that can't this word explain itself on its own? Right? So, it is just replacing goodbye. And it is a very funny and happy way. You can use this in a very funny way to say goodbye. Okay? So now let's have a look at a sentence for cheerio. Cheerio, see you tomorrow. So over here, instead of saying goodbye, we are replacing goodbye with cheerio. Okay, so this is how you are going to use cheerio. So now let's have a look at the second way. So now the second way to replace goodbye is I need to scoot. Okay, so what is the meaning of I need to scoot? Well, it's just a slang. It is a slang for what? It is a slang for I gotta go. When you want to go somewhere in haste, meaning in hurry, then you can use I need to scoot. And it is a very funny and casual way to replace goodbye. And you can use I need to scoot during phone conversations, casual meetups, and definitely with your friends and family. Okay? So if you don't want to again and again repeat bye-bye, goodbye in your conversations, then you can surely use I need to scoot to replace even goodbye and also I gotta go in haste. Okay? So this is how you are going to use I need to scoot. So now let's have a look at the third alternative. So the third alternative is catch you on the rebound. So do you think that we can also have another alternative for catch you on the rebound? Well, I'm going to tell you two other alternatives. And those are catch you on the flip side and catch you on the other side. Now these both are slangs and are used for seeing or talking to the person later. So for example, we can say that I am heading out. Catch you on the rebound, catch you on the flip side. Okay? So over here, we are saying that I have to meet you later. To the other person, we are saying that, sorry, I have got work to do. Now, because I have work to do and I have to go in haste. So that's why catch you on the rebound. See you later. Okay? So this is how you are going to use catch you on the rebound. So now let's have a look at the fourth alternative. So now the fourth alternative is I gotta say take off. So over here, gotta, first I'm going to tell you this, then I'm going to explain you. So gotta is a contraction for got to. So while speaking we can say gotta, but while writing we have to use got to. Okay? So now I'm going to explain this alternative, I gotta say take off. So this is one of the best ways to say goodbye when neither you and the other person that you're talking to is able to decide that how to end a conversation or how to end a meeting. So simply what you have to say is that either you or other person can say that okay, so now I gotta take off. So this simply means that now I am going to go and goodbye. So, and you don't even have to give any further clarification about it. Okay? Just say, I gotta say take off or I gotta take off. Okay? So now this is how you are going to use I gotta say take off or I gotta take off while speaking. So now let's have a look at the fifth alternative. So the fifth alternative is hasta la vista friend. Okay, so it is an informal way and do not use it other than friends and families. Okay, so it is a very funny way also to say goodbye, and I definitely recommend you to use this in your conversations. So now let's have a look at a sentence for hasta la vista, friend. My cab's outside. Hasta la vista, friend. So over here, we are saying that my friend's cab is outside his home. So instead of saying goodbye, in a funny way, he has said hasta la vista, friend. Okay? And one more thing that you have to remember over here. Now, most of the times, people say hasta la vista. It is wrong. What they do is that they remember the ta sound. That's wrong. Over here, we are using the ta sound. Hasta la vista. Okay? So remember this pronunciation. It will help you a lot. Okay? So this is how you are going to use hasta la vista, friend. So now let's have a look at the next alternative. Okay, so how do you pronounce it? Is it adio? No, it is adio. Adio. It is UH-DYOO. So it is the pronunciation of this word. And I want to tell you this, that it is not an English word, rather than it is a Spanish word. And with that, adio, we are saying amigos, which means friends. And for singular, we say amigo. Okay? So now let's have a look at a sentence for adio, amigos. Gotta catch my plane on time. Adio, amigo. So over here, we are saying that my friend is now going to catch the plane so that he arrives on time and does not miss his plane. So that's why he's saying that adio, amigo, not amigos, as it becomes plural. Okay? So this is how you are going to use adio, amigos. So now let's have a look at the seventh alternative to replace goodbye. So now I'm not going to give a brief explanation on this because it's a funny way and you can use it with your friends and families. But remember, don't use it with your boss because it is very much informal. Okay? So now that the seventh way is so long King Kong. Okay? So now let's have a look at the eighth alternative to replace goodbye. So now the eighth alternative is hate to cut this short. So when you meet a person and you make new acquaintance, and then if you want to end your conversation with a good note and not just doing it fast, rapidly, like not closing it with okay, bye bye, tata, I'm going to see you tomorrow. No, if you want to keep it good, you want to keep a good note at the end, then you should surely use this. And it is hate to cut this short. So it tells us that the person wanted to talk, but since he or she had work, so that's why he had to go. And also he didn't want it to go, but just because of his work, he had to go. Okay? So this is how you are going to use hate to cut this short. So now let's have a look at the second last alternative for today. So the second last alternative for today is la revedere. So now it is a very beautiful way to say goodbye to your loved ones and family members especially. And it is not an English word or a phrase, I should say. It is a Roman phrase. So that's why only in conversations you can use it with your loved ones. La revedere. Okay? So this is how you are going to use la revedere. So now let's have a look at the last alternative for today to replace goodbye. And the last alternative is fare thee well. Okay, So over here you might be confused that what is the meaning of thee? We can understand fair and well, but what is thee? Well, thee is an old English word, and if I do it in present, if I translate it to the present English, modern English, then thee means that you. Thee means you. Okay? So when we convert it into modern English, this phrase means that fare you well. But since it was already made, we cannot change it, and that's why we are only going to say fare thee well. Okay? So you might know one more word over here, and it is farewell. Now farewell is associated with sad goodbyes. But in contrast, in opposite, fare thee well is totally different. Fare thee well is a subtle way of implying that you want the other person to live well and to live a happy life and be jovial. Okay? So this is how you are going to use fare thee well. So this was all for today. Thank you for watching my video, and please do like, share and subscribe it. I'll be coming back with more new videos. Till then, you take care, keep smiling and keep learning. And now, this is me Ayushman signing off.